It's a hot night. I got my fan on, so I hope the fan is not too much of a distraction for you. But anyway, I just saw this notification that Tory Lanez, says 3 hours ago, has been sentenced to 10 years in prison for shooting Meg Thee Stallion. And I was hearing something about Meg wrote a letter to the judge for something, but I was sent to a G today, and according to for what I'm hearing from there, she went to court and asked the judge to have no mercy on him, because to this day there's no mercy for her. That she was still being harassed by people, and therefore Tory has not shown any remorse for his action, or however she said it, and therefore, because he hadn't shown any regret or anything for shooting her, she don't think he should have no mercy. Her mercy is only for people who are remorseful of what they're doing. So according to The Guardian, it says, this combination photo shows Tory Lanez performing at Hot 97 Summer Jam 2019 in East Rutherford, New Jersey on June 2nd, 2019. Left and Meg Thee Stallion attending the 5th annual Diamond Ball Benefit Gala in New York on September 12, 2019. Lanez was briefly jailed Tuesday, April 5th, 2022, after a judge said he had violated a protective order in a felony assault case in which he is charged with shooting rapper Meg Thee Stallion in the feet. Musician Tory Lanez was sentenced to 10 years in prison on Tuesday, which is today, for the shooting of fellow artist Meg Thee Stallion in 2020. Lanez, whose legal name is Daystar Pearson, was found guilty in December 2022 of 3 felonies related to the shooting, which left his fellow artist injured in the foot. Prosecutors had called for the 30-year-old Canadian rapper, my youngest son, just turned 31, and the Supreme to get this young man at so young to throw his life away, acting like a clown, shooting this child for no reason. Yeah, we know women got a lot of mouth, but still, women always had mouth. There's no reason to be shooting women now and thinking because of who you are, you're supposed to get away with it. But anyway, Canadian rapper is to be sentenced to 13 years in prison. Lanez's defense team had called for probation and a residential drug treatment program that would help the artist deal with alcoholism. Excuses, which they say he developed to cope with childhood trauma. Everybody has some form of childhood trauma. There is no reason to take it out on women and dig it up from 30 years ago to use it as an excuse to get away with harming another person. Anyway, Lanez has been held in county jail since his conviction in December. On Monday, which was yesterday, Meg Thee Stallion had testified in court that the shooting had left her devastated. I have not experienced a single day of peace. But he should be forgiven, put in a program, because of some childhood trauma that Meg had nothing to do with. Get a slap on the wrist for shooting this child. Why ever day since then, she hasn't had any peace because of people that follow him. But anyway, she said in a written statement that was read in court, slowly but surely, I'm healing and coming back, but I will never be the same. I reckon not. Jose Baez, however you pronounce it, Lanez's attorney told reporters after court on Monday the rapper maintained his innocence and his incarceration will be determined to the non-profit groups, will be detrimental to the non-profit groups and individuals he supports financially. I'm pretty sure somebody else can take over the non-profit groups and individuals he support. All that money he made, let it put in a trust fund and make sure it continues to take care of the family they even taken care of. Non-profit support, well, there's too many people out there with money that can take up and support those. But anyway, you can't commit crimes and think you're too big to be held accountable. But anyway, Baez had called for Lanez to be sentenced to a year-long residential treatment program to deal with alcohol abuse issues. You got so many people with alcohol abuse issues, but they don't go around being silly and shooting people, going around talking about it, making fun about it, as if this woman has no feelings, should not be considered a victim of the shooting. Well, you know, but right now, women are beginning to stand up for themselves, but this is ridiculous. Lanez's father, Sun Star Peterson, had given an emotional statement about his son losing his mother at age 11. Didn't Meg Thee Stallion lost her mother a few years ago? You don't see her going around shooting nobody. You should have got your son some psychological therapy or something. Anyway, I don't think anybody ever gets over that. But his music became his outlet. Okay, the music became the outlet. So why are he still shooting people over some losing his mother at 11? Anyway, news of the sentence sent immediate shockwaves across Twitter with the phrase 10 years trending within minutes of the verdict being announced. Many are celebrating the sentence and conclusion of a multi-year divisive saga that largely played out on social media, which was Tory's downfall. Had he just stayed quiet, leave it alone, because Megan wasn't saying anything. He wants to talk about it and just tear Megan down about it, make her look like the aggressor or whatever through other entities' mouthpiece talking about it, even though he's not personally saying anything, but his people are talking about it. I like to hear these men on these panels talking about this thing, talking about this girl, about how aggressive she was, how she's so much taller than Tory, and how she beat her. And nobody want to hear that. The girl was shot. So what? So what if she fought before that? Whatever she did for that, don't got, and then it's bringing up her past about her sex life and other things, as if any of that has anything to do with her being shot. But anyway, there remains a contingent of online commenters, and for one, I'm not celebrating any sentencing of 10 years for this man. I'm just, well, you play in a volcano, you gonna get burnt by the volcano, that red hot lava. You shoot this girl, you play it around with her, try to blame it, try to plant in our mind that it was Chelsea who did it. But we're supposed to come to that conclusion based on the wordplay that everybody's playing. But this is a wake-up moment for a lot of men who think it's okay for men beat, kill, shoot women because they are this, that, and the other explicitive words. So it's a commenters who maintain that Tory was railroaded. How you railroaded when the surgeons speak that the girl was actually shot after he took out bullet fragments? I don't understand the mindset of people. The proof is hitting you in the face like volcanic ash, and you still believe the child railroaded the man. You cannot expect somebody who gets shot to just deny themselves. It just makes no sense to me. But anyway, I'm railroaded by the justice system, because the justice system did what it's supposed to do for Meg Thee Stallion. It did what it was designed to do in a law of justice for Meg Thee Stallion. That means he got railroaded because the justice system did what it was supposed to do for Meg. Now, the justice system was railroaded by the justice system and are using the hashtag Free Tory Lanez to express their support for the Canadian-born musician. So he's not even American. He's Canadian. Probably got dual or whatever, I don't know. Comes over here and think he can just get away with shooting somebody because she is not a woman that a lot of respect is placed on. Now, Lanez spoke in court for the first time on Tuesday. He said that he still cares for me. How you care for somebody you shoot and want them to go down and let you go free and get away with shooting her, the stallion? And that the two bonded over the losses of their mother. Apparently not. You bonded over her, but you're going to shoot her, but you're going to shoot her. I don't know what kind of bonding that is. I think I did a little thumbnail about trauma bonding. When I said stop trauma bonding and start healing. I might make that the thumbnail for this video. But anyway, and he said the losses of their mothers and use alcohol to numb the pain. Why you need alcohol to numb the pain together? Alcohol, your mother died when you was 11. Why are you still in so much pain? Your dad should have got you some therapy. So you can channel that pain. But I thought that pain went into your music. Apparently the music didn't help any. If you and Meg gonna drink together, bound together to what it called numb the pain. I'm the most mindless thing I ever heard. I don't drink nothing to numb no pain. Now I'm gonna go do some spiritual meditation like I've done for my MS over the years, and I've been on taking 5 pills a day for years, for about 5 years, and I realized I need to find another way to get rid of this pain because it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse over time. Even though I got a higher tolerance for pain, but after a while the pain wears you down mentally. So on my spiritual journey, watching YouTube videos, not knowing what I'm doing, 6 years later, I'm pain free. So numbing your pain with alcohol, come on. I said some very immature things that I shouldn't have said. Yeah, I revealed some secrets I shouldn't have revealed. Lanez said during a statement in court. You said some immature thing and you shouldn't have said, and you revealed some secrets you shouldn't have said. Well, what has that got to do with this woman being shot? And to this day has no peace because of his fans that love him, but don't have no love for a woman that was shot. Anyway, I said that. I said, yeah. Okay, I said that already. Let's move it up. Now, outside of the courtroom on Tuesday, Jose Baez, whatever his name is. Let me see if I can get this phone to speak his name. I don't know if it's Baez or Bees. I like pronouncing stuff correctly. Let me see, speak it.
Baez.
I think I hit that speak button. What happened? I hit the speak button, but I didn't hear anything. Let's try this again. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay. Come on now. Let's speak this Bees man now. I don't know if it's Bees or what. Let's together see how to pronounce his name. Let's hit that little arrow. I'm not trying to record anything. This thing is not trying to cooperate. Okay. Don't translate or whatever you did. Let's speak.
Baez.
I didn't ask you to read the whole thing. Just that. Anyway, forget it. So Bees. Lanez's attorney said he was extremely disappointed. Of course, Tory paid him millions and millions and millions of dollars. The first lawyer, whatever million, they paid him millions. And I heard this second lawyer was, what's her name? Whatever his name is, he was his other person lawyer. He might have been good for that rapper lawyer. His name will come to me, but you wasn't gonna get out of this one. Because first of all, they didn't accept the fact that Megan did not charge the man. She did not do anything. She dropped the charges and everything. She wasn't going to do nothing. First of all, she wasn't going to say anything. Just let the social media say what they want. Because he get dragged anyway. Then his people kept talking. I know because I heard them about my own ears on these different male podcasts. So she had to come out and speak up for herself, because you can't just keep dragging somebody when they're the one that got shot. And then what happens? Lost the thought. So if you do all of that, she cannot speak for herself. Just let me go and read that, because I forgot where I'm going with that. But anyway, Lanez's attorney said he was extremely disappointed. Of course he's disappointed. Tory paid him $7 million more than the first one to get him off, and he couldn't do it. Because, yeah, Meg did not do anything. The state picked it up and was determined that they was going to charge Meg. But can he and his fans, followers understand that? No. They blame Meg for charging the man, ignoring the fact that she did not. The state will win after him, not her. Why? Because there were other situations dealing with this. First of all, the bullets that went into one of the witnesses' house. They're not going to let you get away with that in a multi-millionaire neighborhood. This girl, a billionaire neighborhood at that, because Kylie Jenner live out there. You think you're going to a billionaire neighborhood, shoot bullets into a billionaire house, and think the state ain't coming after you? This wasn't a Meg thing. They did it for Meg. But since everybody just want to harass this girl into oblivion, and ignore the fact that she was shot, he said, well, okay. Don't worry about it and what she did. They'll give her no mercy for what I heard. But anyway, disappointed in the sentence, the Associated Press reports. I have seen vehicular homicide and other cases where there's death and a defendant still gets less than 10 years. BS said, so what? She was the one that got shot. She could have been killed. What does driving a vehicle reckless got to do with somebody intentionally pulling a gun out of a truck and firing it off? Hitting people and living structures. Now, George Gascon, the Los Angeles County District Attorney, commended Megan Thee Stallion for seeing the trial through. See what he said? He commended her for seeing it through because she did not want to charge her. Well, because of what happened, they took up the case, and they commended her for seeing it through as hard as it was. For her, like she said, to this day she has no peace because of people wanted her to just let it go that she was shot simply because it's Tory Lanez. And anyway, he said for seeing the trial through to the end, despite the intense scrutiny and vitriol she faced. Strong woman. She stood up for herself. Now, over the past 3 years, Mr. Peterson has engaged in patterns of conduct that was intended to intimidate Miss P and silence her truth from being heard. Gascon said in a statement, women, especially black women, are afraid to report crimes like assault because they are too often not believed. This right here is what they are, is the narrative that they're putting out there now. Black women, especially you, need to report and start coming forward instead of sitting back and putting up this. I don't know what economic status you need to be in to get paid attention, because I know a lot of poor black women call the police, nothing happening. I call the police, stuff happens because I don't pay put no hand on me. But maybe these women in these certain spaces, they don't put up with that. They're being believed now. The feminine era is here. It's time for women to come up out of that oppression rather, that has held women down, especially black women down, in a place of you die in your trauma. Then when you go to the other side, you got to go through the healing chambers because of the trauma that you put up with and allowed upon your body until you leave here. No, I didn't come to earth to go through no trauma and leave here. Not to be shot, beat up, like that. But anyway, the shooting occurred in July 2020 as the artist, a friend of Lanez, bodyguard, left a party at Kylie Jenner's Hollywood home. I think that's it for this. I think that's it for this article. But anyway, Tory Lanez has gotten 13 years, and I think they gave him that 13 years to make sure he spent 10 in prison, because he gonna get time served for the 3 that he got in jail. But anyway, that is it for this story. Tory Lanez versus Megan Thee Stallion. This is another pixie moment, and I'll see you next time. So give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time with another pixie moment. Bye.